Today, we will cover several yoga poses and a breathing technique to open the first chakra. The first chakra is located at the base of the spine. It is called the Muladhara or the root chakra. Okay, let's begin. First, come into head to knee forward bend. To start, have your knees bent in order to warm up the legs before coming into the full pose. Fold over the knees and if possible, hold behind the knees, thighs, or clasp the feet. Bend forward from the chest, not from the head. Keep the back long, not hunched over. Hold this pose with long, deep breathing. The root chakra is associated with the element earth, the color red, and the mineral ruby. All worldly and material things are represented by the first chakra. Okay, now come up slowly and lie on your back. Have your hands next to your hips, palms down, and your knees bent and feet flat. On an exhale, press your hips up to the sky. Now we are in bridge pose. If possible, clasp the hands under the sitting bones to further open the shoulders. Hold this pose with long, deep breathing. The root chakra is associated with security, survival, and stability. When the legs are planted firmly on the ground, we feel stable and allow ourselves to rise up confidently. This can be seen both literally and figuratively. When we are grounded and stable in our life, we feel more free to enjoy life, experiment, and therefore we thrive. For these reasons and more, let's continue to work on the first chakra. Okay, bring the hips down. Now come onto your stomach. Next, we will do the locust pose. Have your hands palms down next to the hips and the legs straight with the tops of the feet on the floor. On an inhale, raise the feet off the floor using the lower back muscles. Now raise the hands off the floor straight back behind you. If this is difficult, you can alternate rising one leg at a time. Now let's hold this pose for a few moments with long, deep breathing. When we have blocks in the first chakra, we may feel unstable in our lives. We may have high levels of anxiety, fearfulness, and insecurity. We can practice opening the first chakra by learning to feel grounded in our lives. In order to do this, we must learn to live in and accept the here and now. Okay, now come down slowly, and let's continue. But first, sit back on your heels and stretch as a counterpose to locust. Now please stand up. Next, we are going to do a pose called tree pose. This pose takes focus. You must be able to bring yourself to the present moment and focus on your body. If your mind wanders, bring it right back to the pose. Okay, let's begin. Bring the feet together, big toes touching. Rest the hands down by the sides. Now find a point on the floor or the wall in front of you. Focus on that point. On the inhale, bring the right foot up off the floor. You will rest the foot on the inside of the left leg. You may place it either on the shin, the upper thigh, or if possible, bend the knee and place the side of the foot on the front of the upper left thigh. Be very careful of your knee. Bring your hands into prayer pose. Balance in this pose with long, deep breathing. Let your focus be a laser beam of light. Stay in the here and now. Focus. Ground down into the floor in order to rise up confidently. Focus. Okay, now come down and we'll switch to the other leg. Please bring the leg down. We have just one more pose to do before the meditation exercise. Let's continue with standing forward bend. Have your feet close together and your hands down by your sides. On an exhale, bend forward from the hips. Concentrate on bringing the chest to the floor, not the head. Keep the knees bent and place the hands either just above the knees, the thighs, or the floor. If you are flexible and feel warmed up, you may straighten the legs. Hold this pose with long, deep breathing. One of the best ways to open the first chakra is by practicing meditation daily. You need only practice for 10 minutes a day and you will see a difference quite quickly. Meditation teaches you to quiet the mind and stay present in the here and now. Both of these things are essential for keeping the first chakra open. Okay, let's practice some meditation. Come seated in a chair. Preferably, this chair will not be soft. Have your back straight and your feet planted firmly on the floor. Close your eyes. Take a deep breath in. And let the breath out slowly. Bring your attention to your feet. Feel the bottoms of your feet as they touch the ground. Take a moment to feel the force of gravity as the feet make contact with the ground. Does the floor feel cold, warm, soft, hard? Meditate on the place where the skin of the feet and the ground make contact. Keep the breathing slow and long. Now bring your attention to the root chakra itself. This is the place at the base of the spine. Imagine a glowing red orb at this place. This orb is rooting and anchoring you down to the earth like gravity. Meditate on this glowing red orb in the root chakra at the base of the spine. Now imagine this glowing red orb spreading straight up the spine, gently bringing a healing light to all areas of the torso, back, and neck. The glowing red orb is covering the entire straight line of the spine. Now imagine this glowing orb extending down, out of the body and straight down to the center of the earth. This glowing red orb is grounding you down. Feel stable and secure in your chair. Meditate on this straight line, going from the top of the spine, down the spine, and continuing down to the center of the earth. Continue to breathe long and deep. Concentrate. Meditate. Pure, calm, grounding energy. Feel relaxed in this stillness. Now open your eyes slowly, stare straight ahead, and take one more long, deep breath.